Well, how about that? Gladiators with a 2-0 lead over the Atlanta Reign. And, you know, Monty, when I was making my predictions this morning for Twitter, I was like, all right, you got to go with Atlanta on this one, but this is one I could easily see blowing up in my face and going the other way. And it's happening, and I got to say, I'm pretty happy about it, man. It's good to see Gladiators playing at the level we kind of thought they would be from the beginning.
Yeah, and I think that the Gladiators' issues were not that difficult to diagnose once you take a look at some of the statistics, but fixing them in-game is another story. But how are they doing that? They're really making sure everybody stays together. Void and Roar especially aren't going off on wacky solo missions where they die first.
Right. Well, looks like we got a bit of a substitution. Enlay are subbing in for Defran on the Atlanta Reign side. And it's going to be Dogman back in for Kodak as well at the flex support position. He's back.
It has been, I think, a little bit difficult for Defran so far, but the main reason why you're putting an end layer is because you want to run Widowmaker on Temple of Anubis. We've seen Atlanta do a fantastic job with the Widowmaker Junkrat defense, which is exactly what we're going to see right now.
Yep, makes sense. Urster had a pretty amazing Riptire, actually, in their last series. And I think we're going to see more of that today. Here we go. Gladiators on the attack. First of all, as we get things started on Temple of Anubis, Enlay are looking for those shots early on.
So you can see Gladiators already going to be playing dive into this. Obviously, Atlanta Reign, when they sub in Enlayer, you know exactly what they're going to be doing.
Yep.
And this is a test, because a lot of teams forgot how to play high ground dive on Anubis A attack. So the Gladiators have more tools this season, especially with the Wrecking Ball, which is new to the 2019 season for attacking that high ground.
See what Hydration can do with it. Takes a bit of damage. See slams down onto Urster, and there goes Roar. Pokebo finishes him, and a little bit rough for Gladiators here, yeah.
He was sad. He was trapped there. But you know what? Decay got onto the flank. And so they will have a high ground pincer attack. We'll see what they can do with Big Goose here with the speed boost. And Lair going to take the high ground. It's going to be vulnerable, though. He has a strong suspicion, as well he should, but there's going to be a couple people coming up there. Figure the mine.
Gotta watch out. He's going to go down. Respond to Hydration, dropping onto his team, getting very, very low, and Roar finishes him off. They followed him. They let him make his first move and then chased him down. And Lair and Ursa are both down. There goes Decay. Dogman striking back here with Massa taken out. Maybe Gladiators with a chance here. I think they've got a good chance, actually, to finish this off. Looks like they're going to get the DMAC onto Dako. That's what they're going to get. And a kill onto Dogman should do the trick. That's point A for Gladiators.
Yeah, Gladiators now have a little bit of a conundrum. Do you go into the Reinhardt 3-3 immediately after taking this point? You can preserve, you know, 2 ults with the Lucio and the Diva if you opt to go for that strategy, and it looks like they're going to actually keep Decay on the Genji. Now, Atlanta are going to keep the Junkrat because they need this tire to defend. The question is, can you kill Urster efficiently?
Roar is very close to that Primal Rage as well, so if you want to bounce people around or bounce them into Decay's Dragon Blade, there's your option there. They need to put these ults to good use. It's going to be the Supercharger coming out from Marisa on the Atlanta Reign side. Pokebo, though, finishes it off, or gets it finished off right away. There's the Primal Rage. Pokebo down. Good start for Gladiators here on the attack, but the tire could change that. Urster looking for a couple. Bounce around the pillars, and he finds one onto Shaz. A lot of damage on the Big Goose, too. Sound Barrier used. Self-destruct, doesn't catch anyone, but Decay, he gets one. There's the Reflect, turning it around. Has that Dragon Blade out, but can't find any kills. Just the one with the dash. Enlayer and Massa down as well. Oh, and Decay, the follow-up kills after the ultimate. That is gonna be the trick. One tick taken at this point easily here by Gladiators. Can they finish it off?
For Dako right now, need to finish it off. Orb of Discord on him. Decay will finish when the Matrix goes down.
Okay. Decay, okay. Maywall out. Atlanta Reign trying to defend with whatever they can get here. Dako already out of commission here. I don't think that Winston's going to last too long. No, Pokebo down, and it's a good start for the Gladiators. Self-destruct for Void. It's part of the Maywall anyway. Dogman trying to just delay as long as he can on the point here. Void back being kind of annoying there. Dako rather. Decay with another blade. And all he gets is just one kill while his team takes the point. Doesn't get much better than that if you're the Gladiators.
That was actually very well played by both teams. I think this is the evolution of the meta that we are going to see on Temple of Anubis.
I think so, yeah. And I mean, I think Gladiators are the perfect team to show that off. We'll see if Atlanta can respond after this. So as the Atlanta Reign get ready to attack here, let's think about the Gladiators attack. And on point B, usually you see teams switch off of those DPS heroes and go to the 3-3. Why do you think the Gladiators decided to stick with it?
Well, I think they were getting close to the Dragon Blade right there, and they read the situation correctly that the Junkrat was going to stay on the side of the Atlanta Reign. And the reason why you stay on the Junkrat is because if you switch everything else over to the normal Reinhardt 3-3, well, then you have a chance to just get a tire out, get an elimination right off the bat, a pickoff, and then start to build up the ultimate advantage again. However, Decay coming in and slicing through the back line. And also, you know, the Mercy sticking around too was a little bit of an interesting choice by the Atlanta Reign. I think once they saw the Genji coming in, they could have had a chance just a hard swap all the way to Rein 3-3, and that might have been a little bit better.
And a reminder here, a loss for Atlanta on this map would mean that New York clinches up this Atlantic division in stage one. Big thing for them here. Ooh, Pokepo a little bit low here too. It's looking a bit rough for Atlanta. Oh, Void the one who goes down though. They managed to get the DMAC and the kill onto the D.Va. So
this isn't the first time Void has randomly flown away. He did this against Paris on Temple of Anubis as well.
Well, because what's the opposite of a Void?
That's right.
Void. There you go. It's a end layer down as well.
This is going to be rough now because they've given up. They've ceded the high ground control over. Reinhardt Comp has just dropped on the point. Now you're in a rough scenario where you have to retake.
Yeah.
Gladiators not really with an ult advantage yet either as they walk into this Reinhardt. This is going to be tricky.
Man, you've got Urster on the high ground too. That Zarya is just going to get to free fire as much as she wants. Now dropping down, finally feeling the pressure here. Deciding to turn around, roar in that primal rage. Losing a lot of health already though.
Just ignore the monkey, it's fine.
Yeah, you can get the health back on him anyway. And Massa just waiting for it, trying to find a way to take up Big Goose here. Dogman down early. And Atlanta Reign starting to look like they're in a little bit of trouble. Pokepo, super low rotor, gets stunned, pushed back here. It's going to be the sound barrier from Reign to try to keep their tanks alive. Meanwhile, Big Goose down on the Gladiator side. So Atlanta holding it strong here as much as they can. Self-destruct catches Roar. And Atlanta looking more and more like they might be able to finish this one off. Shaz, that's not where you want to be if you're Zenyatta. Not the greatest melee champion in Overwatch. That's going to be point A, going to Atlanta.
That's one of those situations where Gladiators, they focused on staying as a unit today. This time, Void finds himself outside of the main choke point on the D.Va, easily focused down, and getting into a retake scenario with Winston 3-3 on a point is not desirable.
Not ideal.
A lot of ults used, though, by the Reign, so this isn't a disastrous snowball situation on B if you are a Gladiators fan.
Oh, Pokepo, a little bit of trouble, caught in that grab. There's Void self-destruct. Can they get rid of the shield? They can't. Urster down. Pokepo finish off with that charge. So it's going to be the Gladiators with an easy initial defense here on point B, so no momentum, really, for Atlanta Reign as they try to keep this going.
No, Atlanta did have to commit quite a bit into that attack, so things are going to settle down now and most likely stabilize for a while. Gladiators coming up on 4 ultimates out of their 6, having used the Graviton and the Self-Destruct in that combo to win the fight.
Certainly seems that way. End layer now with the rally. So Atlanta Reign, a lot of time on the clock. They can just push this one slow. They can use the next fight to just try to gain a bit more ult charge. Go for the big push later.
Yeah, you lose time off the clock, though. It's always the issue, is how much the timings are going to affect you. And Gladiators have been conservative with their ults so far in this match.
Here we go, Atlanta Reign getting aggressive now. And can they take the fight? Pokepo again. He always goes down to about half health. Give me a heart attack every single time. It's going to be the Transcendence from Dogman coming in. And the Gladiators just going to wait that one out. Earth Shatter knocks down Urster. Can they complete the kill? Not with the sound barrier from Massa coming in at just the right time for Reign. Now they're going to throw in their own grab, courtesy of Urster. Massa Pokepo down though, and it's going to be Gladiators turning this one around again. Atlanta Reign, you know, that's the balance, right? You know, do you go in with a subpar amount of ultimates into the fight to try to get a better time bank, or do you kind of burn more time and try to go for the bigger fight later? They went for the early one and didn't pay off.
Dako here too. He's going to be able to read back, just waiting for the last bit of charge. But the real issue was Atlanta committed their support ult so early in the engagement, and especially when the shatter came through, it caused a big issue for them.
Yeah.
Because they had to commit support ults just to save end layer.
Okay. Gladiators on board with Shaz now as we wait for Atlanta to come in.
Just poking. Atlanta knows that they're going to get a trance and a rally up soon, so just slow push this in.
They may be drawing ultimate out. Okay, a little bit of pressure onto Rory here as they try to go in. End layer getting very aggressive. Ooh, pops that rally as he goes out. That was a dangerous moment for him, but he's okay for the moment. Now the shatter dropped.
Nobody stunned.
Not really, no. And that self-destruct not coming up with any kills, but it's going to be the grab now onto the Atlanta Reign, and Rory going to get 2 right off the bat. And there goes everybody else. Atlanta Reign, their push stymied once again.
I mean, Gladiators are simply disengaging off of the support ultimate.
Yeah, you just wait it out.
Just wait it out. Wait out that Transcendence. Wait out the rally. And guess what? Here's Decay coming in with a Graviton Surge, and you have no support ult cover, no healing, no overshields to stop the incoming damage. So Gladiators, I mean, Atlanta Reign support line right now is just getting comprehensively outplayed.
Yeah, you know, as much as I feel like they figured out Paris' support line in the Atlanta versus Paris match, it feels like the reverse is happening now, where Gladiators just aren't giving Massa and Dogman really any room at all.
Well, Gladiators are just being patient. That's exactly how they should be playing.
That's right. Looking very NY Excelsior at this point, and how defensive they're playing, how tight it's going to. There's Earth Shatter coming down. Ursa decides to drop the grab in. Oh, Daco self-destruct. No kills out of that one. Sound Barrier doing work, courtesy of Big Goose. That's a big shadow, though, from Atlanta. Gonna try and turn this one around. No initial kills. It's gonna be Dogman, though, with the Transcendence. Had to do something to keep Endlayer alive there. Now, again, Gladiators, like we watched, just backing out. Letting it expire. Poe down, and there goes Dogman. Void finds him with his self-destruct, and now, once again, Atlanta in a lot of trouble. It's all about the disengage now, and the quickest death that'll get you back to spawn. And that's going to be Gladiators, bringing it down to under 2 minutes for Atlanta Reign's attack.
I mean, these Transcendences from the Atlanta Reign have been really underwhelming. Yeah. They're calling for these team fights, but the Gladiators simply melt away because there's no crowd control to stick them in place.
Right.
And they know they're not going to win those fights during the AoE healing that's provided by a Zenyatta ultimate. And now Atlanta Reign's going to have to eco-push this one because they're walking into a rally and a trance and yet another Graviton Surge.
They don't have time to keep doing this. They need maybe one eco-push and then get in there with as many ultimates as they have. And you go back and you wonder if they would have, you know, been a bit more patient. There goes Dogman. Another big pick for Gladiators, but like I was saying, if you wonder if Atlanta Reign would have been a bit more patient with those early pushes, waited for 5-6 ultimates, if this would have gone differently, because now every push they're coming in with is like 2-3 ultimates, and nothing is phasing the Gladiators.
And look at this discipline from the Gladiators. Guess what? You used a rally. They were looking for the Diva right there, couldn't actually find Daco, hit it in that corner.
It's elusive.
Yeah, before they had to go back. But wow, winning that fight with a rally and an eco push is that's a major win right there, because now you're going to be able to match ult economy effectively with the Reign.
Are you going to try? Atlanta Reign, now they've got the ultimates coming up. But they're under 30 seconds in the time bank. You got to make something happen now. Earth Shatter for Gladiators, keeping them bottled up there. It's going to be an early Transcendence for Dogman. He had to keep people on his team alive. The health bars were looking grim, and now Ursa is going to need a really good grab if they're going to create the crowd control. There goes Massa, the Big Goose.
Massa had Sound Barrier.
What? No Lucy ultimate available for Reign. They are less than 10 seconds away from losing a third map in a row to the Gladiators and losing this series. Everybody's piling on. There goes the Sound Barrier. It's going to be Gladiators taking the fight again. Overtime expires. They barely get a few people from Atlanta on the point. With that kill on Decay, none of this matters. Massa just lasting as long as he can. Daco has a chance to come in and keep delaying it, but that seems like it's only delaying the inevitable. Not even gonna happen. Gladiators will win 3 maps in a row, and that's gonna be the series. One more map to go, but Gladiators have kept themselves alive in stage 1, and they've allowed New York Excelsior to clinch #1 in the Atlantic Division 2.
Absolutely, and a little bit of the shades of the former Gladiators we saw this season,
totally
with Void flying out there on the A defense, but man, they tightened it right back up on the B defense, and that was a extremely strong hold.
Looking really, really good. Shields up indeed, man. Quick break, and when we get back, map number 4, don't go anywhere. More coming right after this.
The Overwatch League is powered by Intel. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7. And by Omen by HP, the official PC and display of the Overwatch League.